Hi YouTube, it's your perfume principal. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me on this journey of discovering the perfect sensillage for you. All right, so this channel is dedicated to not just finding that perfect sensillage for you, but knowing that finding that perfect sillage starts from within. So when I mean it starts from within, it goes beyond nutrition, it goes beyond hydration. While those are extremely important, it goes beyond those factors. Of course, we all know each person has their own unique pH. So of course, we always let our audience know that you need to make sure that you are taking a bath, a shower, hydrating yourself, moisturizing your body before you find that perfect scent trail. But remember that a scent trail or a trail goes beyond a fragrance. A trail starts from within. And when I mean within, I mean spiritually, I mean physically, as we mentioned earlier, nutrition, hydration, spiritually, emotionally, socially. What are those things that you are putting inside of you that others may not see, but others do see that you may not know about? So join me on this journey. It goes beyond fragrance. It goes deeper. It goes deeper than the skin. It goes beyond fragrance, and it's just, we're going to try to work on our whole person. All right, so with that being said, it's the new year. A lot of people have made New Year's resolutions and so forth and so on. And I am not knocking anyone for making those, because I've done those too in the past. Well, sometimes the past, guys, tells us a lot about the future. So this new year, what I challenge you guys to do, sure, set goals, but also set short-term goals and long-term goals. Why are you doing what you're doing? Where are you coming from as to why you're setting this goal? Is it to impress someone? Is it to draw closer to Christ? What's your reason for setting this goal? So while you are setting New Year goals and so forth and so on, just think about your why. Why am I doing this for whom am I doing this? And, we're going to be on this journey together. Like I said, it's great to set these goals, but we also have to look back at our past, look at the trends, look at patterns that we have seen in the past. Have we made a New Year's resolution by the end of January, back to our old ways? Why are we not sustaining? Why are we not keeping these things that we're doing if it's for the betterment of self, right? So that brings me to my first perfume review. So I have 3 perfumes that are very, very controversial. Well, 2 of them have become very controversial on social media platforms. And I have 3 that are smell-alikes of this popular fragrance. So the popular fragrance that I'm talking about is by Guerlain Vanifolia, or Vanilla Planifolia rather. So here I have with me today, I have Vanifolia by Hakayat Attar. I have Vanilla Aura by Maison Astrar. And then the first Vanifolia smell-alike, that I purchased was from the house of Dapper. So Dapper make these eau de parfum oils, concentration, so they're very long lasting. So let's quickly first talk about the first one. We could talk about Dapper. So this one on the Dapper's website is called Vanilla Symphony, and it is a smell-alike inspired of Vanilla Planifolia by Guerlain. The notes in this are vanilla. This is on the Dapper website. It's vanilla, spices, amber, musk, and Apopanax. So Apopanax, you guys might be asking what that is. That is a resin. It's balsamic, and it does sometimes tend to give the scent of a vanilla. Sometimes it gives the sense of molasses. Sometimes it gives the sense of amber. So yes, this is the one by Dapper, Vanilla Symphony by Dapper. So that's the first one. All right, so then the second one that I purchased was Vanilla Aura by Maison Astrar. So this one, a lot of content creators are like, oh, I have Vanilla Planifolia, smells just like it. I don't have that perfume, but what I have are these 3. So I don't have that perfume. However, I like the scent. I like the central. I like the sillage that it leaves behind. So this one is Vanilla Aura by Mason Astrar. So the notes are bergamot, lily of the valley. We know that's kind of a I don't want to say a phantom note, but it's not a real scent. They have to, like, I don't want to say manufacture it. I'll do more research and let you guys know. And then lemon are the top notes. The mid notes are vanilla, chocolate, caramel. And the base notes are amber, sandalwood, vanilla, and tonka. So of those two, the only notes that are similar so far are the vanilla and the amber. All right, so then we'll continue on with the third one. That was a gift from one of my friends. And this is Vanilla Planifolia. Vanifolia by Hakayat Attar. So this one, and you guys know my resource where I'm getting all of my information from is Fragrantica. So this one on Fragrantica highlights the notes of benzoin. Now that's a note we have not heard. And benzoin is also a resin, it's balsam. So it's balsamic, that warm woodsy note, and it often gives the same smell as vanilla. So we have that benzoin in this one that we did not see in the other two. We have ambrette, which is a form of amber, which we did see amber in the other two. It has tonka bean. And of the other two, I believe we only saw tonka bean in the Dapper's version. I didn't see that one in Vanilla Aura. Oh, I take that back. It was in Vanilla Aura, not in the tonka bean one. And then we have vanilla. Like I said, vanilla was in all of them. A new one that we didn't see in all of the other ones is, nope, I take that back. This one also has bergamot, just like Aura. This one also has amber. All three of them have the note of amber, and this one has lemon. So just looking at the notes, the note breakdown, it seems like these two would be more along in the same line. So I have done a wear test of all three of them. Matter of fact, today I have on Vanilla Aura. So from my nose, and let me just put this out there, I did not go to college for perfumery. I'm not a perfume connoisseur. I just like to smell good. Ever since I could remember, back in the day, my mom used to have her dresser drawer filled with Avon items, and that's where it all started from. In college, when a perfume body splash ran out, I would mix them together. So I've always layered and all this stuff. And my girlfriend and I, we always use body, when we were in college, we used baby oil, gel, and lotion. So it's like everything's full circle, everything's coming back. So anyhow, so just from initial spray, when I first sprayed this one to me, out of all the three, is a little sweeter, which is kind of on skin. It's sweeter on skin. But reading the notes, you would think that Vanilla Aura is the sweetest of them all because of the chocolate and the caramel notes. Well, honestly, it's just going to be preference. And all of them have pretty good atomizers. So let's just see. I mean, it's just good. You just smell the woodiness of it. It's just amazing. It smells so good. I need to get some coffee beans or a little fan going to blow that out, or keep the window open so we could make sure things are going in and out. And then now we have Vanilla Aura. Spray it over this side. Yep, see, right now with the two that I just did, this one, it smells stronger to me at this current moment. But those two to me smell very, very similar. You smell the amber, you smell the vanilla, you smell the woody warmness of the what is it called? The Apopanox and the balsam. And then this last one is the Dapper version. Yep, subtle. This is the most subtle of the three. So if you're looking for strength, to me, I would say of the three, that Vanifolia by Hakayat Attar is the stronger of the three. The sweeter of the three also goes to Vanilla Vanifolia by Hakayat Attar. Now, I'm not ranking them. I'm not going to say one's better than the other because to me, it's all on pH balance. It's all on mood. And I could tell you that I wore the Vanifolia maybe a week ago and I mixed it. I'm going to give you guys some layering combinations in a few, but I wore the Vanifolia and days later, I came into my bedroom and I was like to my husband, like, I still smell that perfume from the other day. And he's of course looking at me like I'm crazy because I have a substantial collection. Not because of the notes and the similarity within some of the notes for all of the product. A layering combination that blew me out of the water. And I wore it with this one, the Vanifolia. It didn't seem like it would be a good match, but I did some research and guys, the Vanifolia went with, if you have Baccarat Rouge Extrait, that's a great option to wear with this one. If you don't have BR 540 Extrait, you could use Armaf's Untold. That's a great one to go with this. You could even use Lattafa's Ana Abied Rouge. That would go very great with this. But the one I tried, so let me tell you guys from my experience, the one I tried was the Vanifolia by Hakayat Attar, and I did it with Armaf's Untold, and then I added a sprinkling of Cayer's Confection on it. That smell was intoxicating. It was great. So then another, I saw some TikTokers, content creators doing something with Vanilla Aura. So let me try this one. So this is what I have on today. So I have on Vanilla Aura, and then I use it with Jahari. Daniel Renee from Aroma Concepts. I use it with Jahari, and I'm going to tell you guys, it smelled great. But once again, I added an extra sweet note of that Care Confection. And I will do a full layering combination for you guys because I don't just layer the perfume and perfume. I start in the shower with whatever body wash I'm going to use, and then lotion, body oils, body splash. Then I go on with the perfumes. So because I used Jahari today, it was a coffee note in the Jahari perfume. So I did use French Coffee by Al Rehab. They have an oil that you can get off of Amazon for $5 and change. I used that oil just to highlight the coffee note, but I really like the way it smelled on me today. And then with this one, I always just sprinkle a little bit of this when I use those two. And this one is also good with the Tahota Vanilla. That goes well with that. So now for all three of these, I'm just going to give you 5 layering combinations that it would go well with. And right now, I'm just going to stick with the perfume. Well, maybe I'll give you a little body splash and lotion. So because they're all vanilla based, use vanilla body wash or don't use whatever body wash. Get out of the shower. And then back in the day, I used to use my oils first. And then people are like, no, you don't want to put water and oil. Do the lotion first, then the oil. Do whatever pleases you. So sometimes I do the oil first. Sometimes I do the lotion first. Right now, I'm on the kick of doing the lotion first. So I use the Cashmere Whipped Vanilla Cashmere EOS. I use that today. Or that would go great with this one. Or Bath & Body Works Warm Vanilla Sugar. Or Bath & Body Works Vanilla Romance. Either 3 of those, if you have it, try it with this. So I would put the lotion on first, and then a perfect oil would be from Sand & Fog, the Vanilla Musk. But you guys know that sometimes it's impossible to get those deals. So sometimes you do have to branch out. And I did with this company called Soothing House, and they have a vanilla sandalwood that went well with that. So I used that oil. And then I went in with the Vanilla Romance Body Spray Splash. I'm from that age where we said body splash. I use the Vanilla Planifolia. I use the Warm Sugar Vanilla Body Splash from Bath & Body Works. Or there's one you can use from Bodycology. Vanilla, I can't think of it, but the vanilla one from Bodycology, guys, is $4.97 at Walmart. So that's one that I use often. And then after the body splash, and then you start mixing it. But some of the layering combinations, like I said before, BR 540 Extrait with Care Confection, that's a great combination. Vanilla 28 will go perfect with these. If you do not have Vanilla 28, I know that we have some perfumes that are similar. Barrett is a company that makes one called Vanilla Bean that goes well with this scent profile. Ishal Vanilla by Paris Corner is one that goes well with this scent profile. This one has a sister to it called Vanilla, I want to say Vanilla Supreme. It's not Vanilla Supreme, but it's the same bottle as the darker juice. That also will go well with it. Ramsh Diva, I believe that's by Zamaya. That also will go well with that. So those are all in that Vanilla 28. Alicia Vanilla, those are all in that Vanilla 28 family-ish. Artisan Ethnique, Empire Victor. Artisan Ethnique is by Latafa, and Empire Victor is by Codlage. And then the last one I'll talk about today is Spirituous Double Vanille. We'll go with it, or any smell alike of that. All right, so thank you guys for joining me today. And like I said, I want us to work together on this journey of finding our scent sillage and knowing that our scent sillage goes beyond what we're the fragrance that we're leaving behind. But what are we leaving behind as believers? What are we leaving behind as attitude? What are we leaving behind emotionally? What are we dumping on people? And what are we picking up that people are dumping on us? So the sillage that we're leaving behind goes way beyond what we're putting on into fragrance outside of our bodies. So remember, your purpose does not start with the fragrance that you put on the outside, but it doesn't hurt to start there. Take care. See you guys. Thanks for your support.